If you are looking for an incredible getaway where you will come home with pictures that are just breathtaking, you have got to see the Canadian Rockies. Al Ferguson from Legendary Journeys is here to tell us the best way to see the Rockies. I mean, is there a bad way to see the Rockies, Al?
There really isn't. In North America, arguably the most scenic single spot in North America. I love our American Rockies, but the Canadian Rockies are so spectacular because of the combination of the mountains, the valleys, and the glaciers all in one spot.
So what are the main areas that you recommend people have to see?
For sure, the most famous is Banff, Banff National Park. In Alberta, it's about an hour west of Calgary. It's a day's drive from Vancouver, and it is spectacular. The famous train hotel that was built in the 1880s, the Banff Springs Hotel, is
gorgeous.
there. And of course, Chateau Lake Louise, up an hour farther north in Lake Louise, and going all the way up to Jasper. That ride of about 6 hours between Banff and Jasper is arguably the best drive, certainly in North America, but one of the best drives in the entire world.
The color of the water alone in Lake Louise will take your breath away.
It will. It'll take your breath away, and especially with the chateau and this grand hotel there. They have a new thing this year, which is really exciting in the Canadian Rockies. You can go up and you can ride a snow coach on the glacier at the Columbia Glacier, and it has wheels that are about 15 feet tall, and it doesn't damage the glacier. It allows you to get out and walk on the glacier, and new for this year, they have a skywalk, and at 3,000 feet at a mountaintop above the glacier, you go out on one of those acrylic glass walks where it drops 3,000 feet below your feet, where you see all the way down to the glacier. It's breathtaking.
It really is. It's outstanding. We're looking right now at a deal that you're providing for us here on the screen, and again, that is breathtaking. Well done, Al. So let's talk about this great cruise tour. What is that?
Well, and I always recommend to our guests, the best thing to do is to combine the Canadian Rockies with an Alaska cruise. They're in proximity to each other, so it's very easy to do. Your expense to get out there is already accomplished, so you can do a week in the Canadian Rockies and see all of those spectacular inland mountain sites, and then you can take arguably the most spectacular cruise in the world, which is the Inside Passage of Alaska, and combining the two make a dream of a vacation.
You've got to do this while you can. Right now, let's talk about the best time to do it.
Well, if you want value, the spring and the early fall, no earlier than the 1st of May, no later than about the 15th of September. The peak season, of course, is the middle of the summer. So when you get to 4th of July, you're at the peak of the peak, both in the Canadian Rockies and Alaska.
What about getting there? Is it pretty easy?
Oh, very easy, because for most people going to the Canadian Rockies, you fly in and out of Seattle. Very affordable destination, coast to coast. You can fly to Vancouver. You can also fly to Calgary. Both of those Canadian cities are very accessible also.
And you know what's really great as well? Our dollar is going to go so much
and
further now.
Our Canadian dollar versus US dollar is down significantly. So it's a very good value for Americans.
So now is the time to go.
Now is the time to go.
If you're interested in learning more about this, you've got to call Al and his team at Legendary Journeys. Go to the website lj.travel or give this number a call, 1-800-511-5411. Al Ferguson, let's go to the Canadian Rockies.
Absolutely. Jasper Park Lodge. Great.
We'll be right back.